In the dark of night, I see your face. A vision of beauty, a heavenly place.
Oke teman-teman, balik lagi di Rio Channel bersama saya Rizky. Dan di video kali ini kita akan juga kembali permainan kita di game Zenless, yang mana pada video sebelumnya kita sama menyaksikan ada transaksi antara si Harman dan juga si Hugo, dan juga ada backstory juga dari si Hugo. Tapi sebelum itu saya selalu mengatakan jangan lupa like, komen, dan subscribe channel ini supaya bisa semakin berkembang. Karena satu subscribe dan teman seperti dan bermakna bagi saya. Kepala lama berbahasa sekali lagi, langsung kita menuju gamenya, yang mana pada kesempatan kali ini kita akan coba berjalan-jalan bersama si Vivian. Okay, let's go.
You're a child that only brings misfortune. People have been saying that about me for a long time. I used to feel hurt and resentful. But now that I think about, why do I only predict suffering? If I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more? Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. For a time, I even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny. But it was all an illusion. In the end, I couldn't do anything at all. So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift. Thank you, Proxy.
Yes, sama-sama.
I'm so glad to have met you. And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet. I don't know why, but I feel completely at ease when I'm by your side. I feel like I'm free from judgment, from blame. Like, I don't need to worry about anything, and can just be my own true self. Perhaps people really do possess an aura, and ours just so happen to be extremely compatible.
Okay.
By the way, you asked me before about Hugo. I don't really know much about him. He rarely ever talks about his past. But judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family. I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
Apa pendapatmu tentang Hugo?
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
Setelah mengobrol sebentar, kamu mengucapkan selamat malam pada Vivian. Hari sudah larut, sebaiknya kamu kembali ke toko video untuk beristirahat. Oke. Mana sih bel? Kak, hari ini kamu pulang telat. Aku tadi ngobrol sebentar dengan Vivian. Oh begitu, oke sudah malam nih. Aku harus beristirahat. Kita akan punya banyak waktu untuk selidiki setelah Vivian dan yang lain hubungi kita. Oke. Kak, Vivian hubungi kita dan bilang kita akan masuk ke dalam holo untuk menginvestigasi besok. Selain Vivian, Hugo dan Lekaun, nanti anby juga kita rekomendasikan juga akan berpartisipasi dalam operasi ini. Dia akan jelasin detail saat datang buat jemput kamu di toko besok. Tapi apa kakak masih berencana buat pergi langsung ke dalam holo seperti yang sebelumnya? Aku sudah biasa. Vivian dan yang lainnya akan melindungiku. Aku sudah biasa. Baiklah, dengan begitu banyak teman di sekitar, seharusnya kali ini masih aman. Aku akan tunggu kamu di rumah, hati-hati dan pastikan untuk istirahat lebih awal malam ini. Oke. Setelah tidur yang nyenyak, pagi kedua pun tiba seperti yang dijanjikan. Oke, itu dia Vivian. Selamat pagi Proxy. Singkatnya, kita sudah menganalisis lokasi yang ditandai di buku catatan Bringer dan menemukan kalau koordinatnya tidak beraturan, tapi semuanya terletak di tempat yang sangat terpencil. Hugo curiga kalau koordinat ini menyembunyikan sesuatu, meski dia tidak tahu apakah itu kejutan yang baik atau buruk. Intinya, kita harus selidiki dulu. Tujuan kita hari ini adalah ke gedung balai Twitch. Ayo pergi bersama-sama. Oke. Kita langsung saja pergi ke balai Twin ya. Sampai
It appears we're the first to arrive. I thought we were running late. This might sound weird, but it's nice to think about getting to work with you from now on. I don't really know why that makes me feel so happy. Oh! It's because we're fellow fans! Anyone who likes Lord Phaethon can't be a bad guy.
kamu benar.
You're right.
Of course, Lord Phaethon is the greatest there will ever be, but you're definitely the best proxy I've ever met in person. Hugo told me before that you're really skilled, and he said we'd get along great. I never expected he'd be so right. Oh! By the way, would you like to come by my place if you have time later? I have a huge collection of Lord Phaethon merch.
Namanya Phaethon punya merchandise.
Phaethon, Lord Phaethon doesn't have any merch out there, right? I mean, We don't even know what he looks like, for starters.
It's all my own original merch, like screenshots of old internet comments. I print them out and turn them into postcards. Plus the avatars Lord Phaethon's used, the music playlists they recommend. I've organized it all. I'd love to show it all to you if we get the chance.
Terima kasih.
Well, I appreciate the thought.
Speaking of which, what's taking those two so long? Hugo said he had some preparations to do before entering the Hollow. I wonder how that's coming along.
Oke. Sementara itu di lokasi lain di Lumina Square, Hugo sedang bersiap untuk aksi selanjutnya. Seperti biasa, aku harus beli beberapa barang dulu. Sudah waktunya untuk stok coklat. Oke. Biskuit militer, air kemasan, dan koin coklat yang ada di sana. Tolong bungkus semuanya untukku. Terima kasih. Di saat itu sebuah sosok yang familiar muncul. Hugo. Kebetulan sekali. Aku tidak menyangka akan bertemu denganmu di sini. Tentu saja aku juga tidak menyangka kalau tahu aku sudah pilih tempat lain. Apa kamu sedang bersiap untuk langkah selanjutnya? Tentu saja. Oh ya, terima kasih sudah bergabung dengan kami kali ini. Jadi tambah kekuatan tempur yang kuat. Kalau kamu bisa menahan diri untuk tidak mengungkap rahasia kami kepada mastermu yang terhormat, itu akan lebih baik lagi. Manajer sudah membicarakan hal ini denganku. Aku janji akan menjaga rahasia ini dari master selama kamu tidak menyakiti siapapun. Oke, terima kasih banyak. Aku lagi buru-buru, aku pergi dulu. Selamat berbelanja. Oke, terima kasih. Pergi ke apotek pada tempat. Aku harus menyetor kembali obat-obatan darurat. Aku beli saja yang biasa aku pakai. Di saat itu sebuah sosok familiar pun muncul kembali. Kamu tahu kan, Laikon? Kalau aku ada di posisimu dan melihat rekan-rekan yang tanggung di depan toko, aku akan memilih untuk menghindarinya. Waktunya terbatas dan ini adalah satu-satunya apotek di sekitar sini. Selain itu, aku juga tidak paham kenapa harus menghindar. Oke. Lakukan tujuan.
This is getting to be more than just a coincidence, don't you think? Or perhaps you are actually stalking me.
If I was stalking you, you wouldn't ever know.
Overconfident as always. You haven't changed at all.
We just make it a habit to check the state of our weapons prior to combat.
Thanks for that little reminder. I almost forgot.
I didn't expect you to let me join.
What else could I do? Master Proxy would have insisted on having you join us. I never expected for us to have a chance to enjoy some pleasant conversation like this. Without our weapons drawn, that is. It really has been too long. I still remember when we first established Mockingbird.
Indeed. That was a long time ago. Thankfully, Jack went in peace.
He must have known about his condition for some time. He even left us with instructions. Passing peacefully in your sleep is the most natural way to go. I'm happy for him. By the way, Lycon, have you given it any thought yet?
You mean about our guild for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah, It's time for us to build an organization of our own. Jack always supported the idea, didn't he?
I don't have any objections. But what should we call it then?
How about Mockingbird? It's a bird known for mimicking the calls of others to blend in. The same way we don high society roles for ourselves when we're out on a mission. Oh, oops. I nearly forgot. You're a terrible actor, and you're always flubbing your lines. I guess we can rule out that name then.
No, call it Mockingbird. We're always just putting on an act, aren't we? I won't slip up on our next mission. Besides, we still ran missions together even when we didn't have a name. Having one now won't really make a difference.
No. It does make a difference, Lycon. And I don't just want a name. I want Mockingbird to become a symbol, like the sword of Damocles hanging over everyone's heads, striking fear into the hearts of the rich and cruel whenever they hear the name. Just like Jack used to say, this world isn't fair. So that's why we have to influence it however we can, and change things in our own way.
But on the basis of not causing harm to other people's lives. That's also what Jack used to say. You remember, don't you?
Of course I remember. All right, I promise.
That sounded pretty forced. Don't forget, things don't end well for people who break their oaths.
I'm good for my word. You must trust your fellow companions. That's also something Jack would say. Well then, today's the day that Mockingbird will officially start flying. Our first order of business, deciding on our symbol.
Okay. Hugo dan Lekon berbagi momen langka untuk mengenang masa lalu dengan damai. Sementara itu di sisi proksi, rekan mereka akhirnya tiba di operasi ini. Oke, kumpul dengan yang lain dan masuk ke dalam. Ya, mungkin kita akan juga di next episode. Oke, mungkin sekian dulu untuk video kali ini. Kita akan buka lagi permainan kita di game Zenless. Oh, tapi sebelum itu saya selalu mengingatkan untuk like, komen, dan subscribe channel ini supaya bisa berkembang. Karena satu subscribe dan uang seperti dan bermakna bagi saya. Oke, kita saya Rizky dari channel undur diri dan mengucapkan Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and see you on next video.
Give me all you've got if you're prepared to